All right, thank you, Matt. It is now 6:23. Live guest joining us this morning, Gerald Martin. We're talking about, I'm going to make sure I get the name of it right, the 2022 Elk Management Symposium. We're talking all things elk here on Saturday. First off, Gerald, let's talk about your involvement in this.
Sure, I'm a citizens, or just actually a volunteer with the Citizens Elk Management Coalition. And my interest is as a public lands hunter and hunting elk and spending time outdoors and enjoying them. So the main thrust of this symposium on Saturday is elk management has become very contentious in Montana as of late. And many of us are tired of the contention and of the bickering and the fighting at the legislature. And so we're looking for solutions. We're looking for ways that we can actually bring various parties together, the landowners, hunters, managers, and bring our own solutions, our own ideas, and present them to the legislature so that we can actually find solutions to elk management rather than simply being a bickering back and forth and different special interest groups each fighting for their piece of the pie.
I think it's fantastic who you have put together for this. You talked about those different interest groups. About every conceivable person, entity, organization that would have anything to do with elk is going to be a part of this symposium at the Rialto Theater on Saturday here in Bozeman.
Absolutely. There's some very, very talented, people who've worked in this for decades, have been in conservation organizations and biologists, professionals. Quite frankly, when I was asked to join the panel, I'm quite intimidated by the resumes of many of these people, but I have an interest and I've been actively engaging myself at the legislature, testifying and trying to become more involved in elk management. And I think that's something that if anything came out of this, people who are interested in the event at the Rialto this Saturday, if they can't join us there, then go to montanaelk.org, and you can live stream the event, because all of us as residents of Montana, you know, we are all involved and we, we all own the elk, and everyone is interested, or should be interested in the management of elk. So the more involved and the more educated that we can become about the issues surrounding that, I think the better solutions that we can find. And good solutions end up with more durable agreements, and it's better for the resource and it's better for those of us who actually love elk.
I think that's the exciting thing about this for me is an opportunity for you to get knowledge, to share your knowledge, and then it seems to me that this could be a building block to moving forward with things. It's not the ending. You're not making any policies coming out of this or anything, but at least it gives you some kind of moving forward to maybe make some changes here in Montana with elk management.
Absolutely. You know, most times the best ideas come from the people who are on the ground and who are involved every single day. Depending on people in Helena to understand the problems and bring forth the solutions in the short amount of time they have to focus on them is probably, I mean, it's a recipe for failure rather than success. So if we can bring ideas from all perspectives together to actually find solutions, then that would be the best outcome for everyone.
All right, you mentioned the live stream. If somebody wants to join you live at the Rialto, what time? How do you do that? What do you have to do?
Sure, it begins at 10 a.m. in the morning, and so you just go to montanaelk.org, and you can register to attend the event. It's free, and if you can't attend and you're interested, you can live stream it on YouTube.
That's fantastic. Again, Gerald Martin joining us, one of the many panelists that will be on hand at the Rialto coming up on Saturday, talking about elk management. It is the Elk Management Symposium. Gerald, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.